Priest, Shaman versus Mage, Rogue.
Yep.
Okay, I'm like, my head is spinning,
So,
dude.
so one thing to think about here is Mage Rogue has a lot of CC. They've got a good amount of burst damage, but they also have a sheep and they have zap. So you're going to either try to see Nietzsche or Geofrost try to get in combat early to be able to like avoid the sap, or you're going to see a sheep probably come out on Geofrost because Geofrost could be able to dispel it on Nietzsche. We'll see how it goes. Looks like Crucifire is walking up to get ready on the Rain of Fire, so we should see this starting soon. And we're going. There's the Rain of Fire. Shisho instantly sprints, and it looks like he's going to try to get a cheeky sap here. Both these guys are mounted. Geofrost is putting himself in a pretty tough position. Again, the rules of this tournament is they can get to play around this LOS pillar, and Chumpjon is just fucking off in nowhere land, waiting for his rogue to be able to do something. Shisho's being cheeky, still stealthing around, seeing if he can get somewhere good. Nietzsche goes into Ghost Wolf, again trying to avoid the sap here. But Shisho is
It's hard for
blinding
him to catch
Geofrost
me.
for the opener, and he's going on to Nietzsche immediately. He's just parsing on Nietzsche. Goes and kicks. Oh, the sheep and the kick going off at the same time, and Shishio gets stunned on a blackout proc. He goes in, he's still parsing, gouge on Nietzsche. He's going to Geofrost, reopened up on him. Chumpjon is trying to just create distance here and stay alive. He has no health. He took so much damage from, it looks like Nietzsche. The gouge just trying to keep Chumpjon alive by trying to just CC Geofrost as much as he can, but Nietzsche's getting off heals on him. Both Shisho and Chumpjon are going so low here. And
Blasted.
Shisho's dead. He's done. Chumpjon sitting in an ice block thinking what he can do.
Now, it looked like there was a moment there they were kind of stepping over each other's toes trying to CC the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Shishio might have hit the target that Chumpjon was sheeping. Creates a little bit of a difficult time trying to keep that sheep up. But again, that's a tough one. A lot of cooldowns used. Chumpjon using Cold Snap, Ice Block, and Mind Quicken. Shishio parsing, he's dropping Burst of Energy, he's dropping the Thistle Tea, PvP Trinket, Prep, Sprint, Vanish, so he might have everything back up. I'm not sure if that's his first Sprint and Vanish or if it's his second one. I guess we will see.
Now, these are 2 out of 3, right?
They are 2 out of 3, and this next one is going to be fought in the open field, so not on this LOS pillar. It should be over on the left side of the Warsong map. Geofrost in that time frame, again, only using 2 cooldowns, Inner Focus and Devouring Plague. And Nietzsche did use PvP Trinket and did use NS, so that's showing that he's not EM right now. He's going to have no big Shaman cooldown here, but again, a lot of damage coming out from them. A lot of damage.
I had no idea there was multiple terrain.
Oh yeah, so you have the LOS terrain around that building that they just fought on, and now the second one they're going into the second position is right here in the open field. Which means you're not going to be able to LOS anything, it's just going to be like one big fight. So again, they'll go on the Rain of Fire, we'll see what's going to go down.
Where's the... There it is, Chumpjon.
Alright, we're good. I've fixed my bars. We are good to go. We're still waiting on what looks like Chumpjon and Shisho, probably just waiting for Crusifire maybe to start the duel, or possibly they're getting their free minute that they get. Here we go. Shisho stealthing, waiting on Crucifier to throw down a Rain of Fire to start this bad boy up. Again, we have 1-0 Geofrost and Nietzsche against Shisho and Chumpjon. What do you think they can do, bro? What can they do?
They need to CC. They have some really powerful abilities with Sap and Polymorph, and last time they were stepping on each other's toes. They did a great job of just preventing the Sap. Like, there was some shenanigans with that rogue starting, didn't you see that?
100%. They were definitely running around, but here we go. The Rain of Fire is out. Nietzsche immediately goes into Ghost Wolf, flags a little bit, but We're good. They're gonna go for it again. Nietzsche running straight towards Chumpchon. Shishio does get the sap off this time. And the gouge straight into Nietzsche. He's waiting to open up when Chumpchon gets here, and they're both going right now. The vanish into the cheap shot. Here we go. Big damn. They got 10 seconds left on the sap. Into a huge kidney. Is Nietzsche gonna die in the sap? Oh no, and the polymorph too. Here we go. NS is himself to keep him up, and he gets out. I don't know if that was a recombobulate. I don't know, but there's another polymorph. His DR though should be only 3 seconds. Oh! He's dead.
That's the control. Sap into polymorph. Locked out that priest the whole fight.
It was huge.
Blind use as well. Great control from the 2v2.
Great control. Like that was fantastic.
So what's the big difference between this pillar fight and this open field fight?
So the pillar fight basically allows casters to be LOS'd or range DPS to be LOS'd using the pillars, like the hut's features. This open field fight is a lot more forgiving for melee. So for example, they don't have to worry about LOSing, you know, they can just go straight in. But on the same side, they're wide open on this, and you can't LOS a caster's cast. The big one here, though, again, like you mentioned, was Shishio and Chumpchon just being able to CC during that. I mean, they couldn't LOS the polymorph there. Shishio was able to just run straight at Geofrost, knew where he was the whole time, and just go at him. But game 3. Game 3.
Where's the terrain for game 3?
Around the hut, baby.
So it's 2 hut battles and 1 open field.
Yeah, it's gonna be an open, or it's gonna be hut, then open field, and if a third game's needed, then it'll go back to the hut. Shishio and Chumpchon really confusing Nietzsche and Geofrost here by starting on opposite sides.
They're holding fast.
And Crucifire's walking up, not even realizing the Shishio's. What is going on? Did he DC?
It's funny, Geofresh is pointing. So it looks like they're swapping sides. Very table tennis.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick handshake. We're gonna see how everyone's doing over here. And here we go. We're back. We're good. That was, if they would have just gone on Shishio, that would have been something.
Alright, so it's round 3, very first duel. Chumpchon, Shishio, Rogue, Mage versus Priest, Shaman. Game 3.
And I'm gonna follow Shishio here. I'm watching him as he's going through because I'm imagining he's gonna try to get a similar opener here. Oh, the magma totem's down. Oh, he gets a sap off on Nietzsche this time, and they're going on Geofrost. Holy shit, here it comes. Geofrost has no chance. There's no chance. How can you stop this parse? Nietzsche pops a barrier. He's gonna gouge, and they're both gonna open up on him again. Drops a grounding totem, is gonna eat Chumpchon's frostbolt. Gets cheap shotted though, and there's no life for this man. Shishio and Chumpchon moving on.
Super, explain to me why game 1, or sorry, round 1 and round 3 are so different. Same matchup, same hut.
I mean, the big one in round 1, and Shishio is just AFK'd out, but I guess we're AFK'ing out here instead of going into game 3. Okay.
Wasn't that round 3?
I mean, instead of going to the next round where we would have Shishio and Chumpchon. Who are they moving into the next round, bro? Who are they playing next?
I need to see the updated bracket. Crusifire, help me make a new bracket because my head was just spinning last time. Okay, so it looks like the first match was Geofrost versus Nietzsche and Chumpchon versus Shishio, and they came back, reverse 2-0'd them, right? Geofrost and Nietzsche took game 1, and then there was a reverse 2-0. So it looks like they advanced to fight Big PvP Man and Sosa Right now we have Big Chini, sorry, Maiden Chini and Kepto. I call him Big Chini. And Big Dickle and Litman. So I think we can still stay here if Big Dickle and Litman are still here, and if...
Oh no, because they're on the same team. So we got to AFK out and make a new one.
Should we... Oh, okay, people are leaving as we speak. People are leaving as we speak.
But yeah, that was pretty good.
Honestly, I'm very interested that there were 2 different fields, and I was interested that round 1 and round 3 were so different.
Again, I think the big one was in round 1. I don't think Shisho was able to get the sap off immediately, and so they were playing that 2v2. And Chumchon also, because of his starting position, wasn't able to like try to LOS that Shaman. And the Shaman or Nietzsche was able to just walk up to Chumchon and just seriously yeet his wheat, dude. The dude was down to like 5% health in the beginning of the duel. And then you also had the issue with the overlapping CC and not sure who they're killed, but I think they really cleaned it up during Game 2 and Game 3 and showed why Mage Rogue is just disgusting.
Dude, it's so much control. And when there was no sap in the control in the beginning, you're right. They couldn't focus fire and they kept stepping on each other's toes. And so it seemed like Rogue Mage was one of those classic, and I didn't play too much Arena, but it seemed like one of those really bread and butter or just cookie cutter kind of teams, right? The 2v2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in, as soon as Arena comes out in TBC, you'll see that combo. You'll see it in 3s, run with a priest. I mean, even in retail right now, you see it. It's just two classes that do a lot of damage and then also have a high amount of CC so they can play off of each other with 2 really skilled players.
Burst,
and I mean,
1 down, and then CC the other, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, Shisho's probably one of the best PvP rogues I've seen in a really
Holder
long time.
Keck! What a huge raid! Holy shit, what a huge raid, Holder Keck, thank you. I forget that I'm live, you can hear me.
You're all good, I don't mind. What's going on, Holder Kecks people?
Brought in 20 viewers.
Oh shit! Well, here we are on Fairbanks, the 2v2 tournament.
The first one was dope. Mage Rogue went on, reverse 2-0ing a Shaman and Priest. Now the Shaman and Priest, they really were just susceptible to just being picked off that way, right? Divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm. And the other one too is that I'm not sure what the... Because I was assuming that Geofrost maybe was playing Shadow, you know, to be able to do a little bit more damage, but I'm not sure what his spec was.
I definitely saw lightning come out of that. Yeah, we saw Blackout as well.
I didn't see any Mind Flays, so yeah, I'm not quite sure. But I mean, did he really have an opportunity to cast a Mind Flay? I have no clue.
No, it looked like when he was being offensive in game 1, he just tried to run on top of Chumchan, so I was expecting like a fear grenade or just... When it comes to asking the Priest to be the offensive in the 1v2, it's like, what can he do?
Alright, I sent the next invite for the war game. Let's see what we have coming up next.
My favorite part about Wargame is the queue time.
Alright, so if we're going based off of this next, the next thing on the bracket in the 2v2 channel, it looks like we should have Big Dickle and Lit Man, a very lit man, versus Kepto and Maiden Chini. No, bro. What do you know? What do we got here?
Kepto and Maiden Chini, and Chumchan versus Shishio. Is that the matchup right now?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so... Big Dickle and Litman.
Chini, Kepto. Yep, Big Dickle and Litman.
What's Big Dickle?
Big Dickle is a huge MS warrior rocking a BRE in all rank 13 and rank 12 gear.
Oh, I'm looking at him now.
Dude looks like he can do some damage, and he's rocking the worst tabard in the goddamn game. Just delete that tabard right now.
The
just don't even restore it. Oh, it's the ugliest thing you've ever seen.
Oh my god, some people would say it's the best.
Oh, it's the worst. And then we have Litman over here, who looks like he's an Ellie right now. Using a spell blade.
Bro, I would not want to fight these
really
two.
evenly geared team.
Look how beefy
not
these two look. These two orcs are just crazy.
The one thing that to be scared of this Littman Big Dickle team is A, the warrior is sword spec, so he has a chance to be able to swing twice. B, he's playing with a shaman, so he has a chance to be able to swing twice. And C, BRE is hands down, if it procs and gives him that armor, ignore, like essentially the buff to make him ignore armor. Oh my god, dude, you could see some ridiculous procs here out of Big Dickle.
Holy shit.
On the other hand, you got Kepto, who we've seen in a lot of games, right?
Kepto just won the last tournament.
Yeah. Kepto right now, I'm not sure what spec he is, but I'm sure we'll find out when he either, well, he has a pet out, so he might be Destro.
It's crazy to think people are respecing, yeah, for this 2v2, but that's the play. And that's the 1v1 spec, the 2v2. Yeah.
It's the life. And if he's Destro, it's a lot of damage. She doesn't really have much survivability, so if Big Dickle gets on Kepto, we could just see, 100 to 0. And on the other hand, you have Maiden Chini, who's using what looks like the High Warlord axe and all this rank 13, rank 12 gear, also wearing the grossest tabard in the game. I also suggest you delete that tabard.
You hate this tabard, dude?
Oh, it's the worst. And he just probably enhance Nature's Swiftness, because I know he really likes that spec a lot. So it's a fun one. Chini and Kepto generally pretty good duelers. Dickle and Littman as well.
Do they have synergy? That's the real question. Fire's out.
I don't know. I'm following Big Dickle for this one. I want to see some big.
What's the strategy? What's the play?
Hits.
It looks like they're just feeling each other out. I don't know what do they know what they're doing?
Well, yeah, the big one is, remember, you have the LOS pillar here. So you have Chini and Kepto who are able to, try to stay on the other side of this and not let a charge get off. And on the other hand, Dickle's just looking for an opportunity to get in there and start just doing damn. Here we go. He charges on Chini. Instantly pops the intimidating shout. Chini's got a shield on, so he's probably not the target he wants to go on. Switches over to Kepto. Oof. Ooh, here we go.
Shaman's 1v1ing.
Is on Littman. Oh, Dickle gets death quilled here. And Littman's going down. Littman's really low here. Oh no! Dickle's got to get a huge hit here. The burrower shell. He's got the curse on him. No, Littman. Oh, he gets it off. He gets the heal off in time, even with the curse of tongues. And Littman's still parsing. Chini's chasing down Littman. Littman's trying to heal himself, and he's down. And now they're going to turn to Big Dickle. What can they do? What can he do? Kepto sacks his Void Walker, and he's going to have another shield here. And Big Dickle is in dangerously low as Maiden, Chini, and Kepto take game one. They took game one, bro.
They did. Is that what you expected?
Not at all. Not in the slightest. I mean, we were talking about synergy before the game. I had no idea that was going to happen.
Well, you know what I liked is that they picked off the Shaman, and once you're just dealing with the MS Warrior versus the other two, it really felt like they had all the control in their hands. The Warlock has so much utility compared to the Warrior, right? And then the Shamans were fighting each other.
Yeah, and I guess when you had Maiden Chini sitting on the other Shaman, and the other Shaman's sitting in a Curse of Tongues too, like, he's not going to get a cast off, and he's not going to be able to get that curse off of himself. So Chini can just beat on him while he's just sitting here trying to shout, like, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, but nothing's coming out. He's trying to heal himself.
The Curse of Tongues.
If you're spending time healing yourself.
Yeah, and the beating. You're right. You effectively neutered the other guy, so it's just a warrior chasing down. And now that I see this play out, I'm actually really curious what round two, like, if they have a comeback strategy.
Well, again, it's going to be this RNG thing. Remember how in these previous dueling tournaments we've seen Enhancement Shamans get these ridiculous Wind Fury crits. Now take that Wind Fury crit and multiply it by 2, and that's what Big Dickle can do right now.
Who are they critting down? Kepto or Chini?
Well, the problem is that Littman is getting parsed on by Chini, and Big Dickle's trying to get on Kepto. So if Littman can somehow get peeled and have Maiden Chini not on him, and Dickle and Littman can both get on Kepto, I think Kepto will go down. Chini has too much health.
Chini has too much health. Try to focus Kepto.
A hard kill target. Yep.
And,
so I'm going to follow Big Dickle again.
Those just tuning in, we're doing multiple terrain. We're on the open field.
Oh, they're both netted. Oh no! And Littman's got the curse on him again. Cheaty's just beating him. Big Dickle, what are you gonna do? You're in a net. No, bro, you're netted. Toss a grenade. Huge grenade. Littman, run. Run, Littman, run.
And
Oh
it looks
no, it's over.
just like round 1.
And Dickle just sits in this net the entire time.
Great save on round 2 for the net in the open field. Much more effective than the terrain.
Yeah, but Big Dickle pops wreck here. He's going in. He's going in right now. Oh, and he gets dead coil. Oh no.
You ever see a warrior get netted? Because I just did.
You hate to see it.
2-0 clean victory.
So clean, but that was a good one for Kepto and Maidachini, man. A W. I think we have to AFK out of this one and probably start another one unless
That's fine with me.
something changes up here.
Nothing wrong with that, but we just finished match 2. 2-0 clean victory, Maidachini and Kepto. Now, it doesn't look like Kepto is too different from what I've normally seen. Do you have any insight to his difference in spec?
Oh, he's completely different. I know he's not SL, which is that tanky Warlock build we've seen before. We can AFK out of this, by the way.
Okay. So he's completely different.
Yeah, I know he's not SL. I think he's probably Destro, but I wasn't able to see if he got Siphon Life Sub, so it would have proved it if he was Affliction. Let me ask him.
We can inspect him actually in town right now. How do I inspect this guy?
Yeah, I just whispered him. He's deep Destro, so he's got Conflag, which means he's gonna do a lot of burst damage, but he has a couple of hard casts with the Shadow Bolts, but he's probably just playing fire.
Deep can flag for the burst. Shadow burn, can flag. Searing paint. I love that Kepto plays fire.
Me too. You know, you don't expect it very often, but it really has a lot of good synergy with a Warlock's kit right now because they're able to cast a lot of their quicker casts, like Searing Pain and Immolate, versus sitting there and casting Shadow Bolts. And then the other one too, that when we were interviewing Kepto, he was mentioning that if he gets locked out of Shadow, he's like essentially fucked. So he'll cast. Can I say that? I think I can say that.
You're fine.
Okay, so if he's casting fire and he gets locked out of fire, he's not really as screwed. He still has a lot of utility to be able to use, such as death coils or curses, corruption, shadow bolt, yada yada yada. You know, he has a lot of stuff he can use if he gets locked out of fire.
Yeah, saving the utility of Shadow to be locked out from there, but keeping up the damage. Really cool.
But I like it. That was a good one. I mean, again, totally not what I expected. I'm sitting here looking at Big Dickle out here in first-person view. Do you think anybody plays WoW in first person?
Yo, Scone, one of my favorite streamers did something called immersion mode, where you go first person, turn off UI.
Oh my god.
He got a 95 parse or something.
Well, yeah, he knows all his keybinds, right?
And the
so I guess
cooldowns.
that's helpful.
Well, like imagine like just hitting your enemies and not seeing their health, not seeing your combo points.
Damn, that's actually you're right. That's
Your
pretty
personal
big.
cooldown timers. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you parse that high? You have to memorize your rotations and your kill times. But we're seeing so much of WoW. Just I love that we're doing war games because this is the first time I've ever just even done war games.
Well, the wargame community or war games, it was actually a kind of a funny story. So when people started Classic, they didn't know that the war game feature existed, and I think sometime around maybe like the beginning of 2020, a streamer, I want to say it was Yes Master, honestly, who gets credit for it, discovered that wargaming as a feature works in Classic WoW. It's a feature that existed in retail WoW for a while, but in Classic nobody knew existed until somebody tried. And it opened up a whole slew of possibilities because suddenly now you can pre-made Warsong teams against Warsong teams from other servers. You can pre-made people against your own faction. You can do these duels like we've done, and we've seen a lot of people do some like really unique wargame ideas. So, for example, there's the 3v3 tournaments that CDL has hosted, the Ready Raider Warsong, the Ready Raider 2v2s, all sorts of shit throughout the course of World of Warcraft.
That's super
I love
dope.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Can they do the other arenas? Can they do Arathi and AV, or do they particularly need Warsong. They choose Warsong.
You can pre-made into Arathi Basin, but Alturk Valley War Games does not exist on Classic right now. If it did, though, imagine getting 39 of your homies and going pre-made Alturk Valley versus pre-made Alturk Valley. Just sitting in for like the 6-hour AV sweaty pre-made that you're playing.
Well, you could just choose to do different crazy 40-man interactions. Like, we'll fight at this bridge, we'll fight here. We'll play a regular game, we'll play a irregular game. You do whatever. But I see what you mean with the custom games. Now, you're saying people can actually do full pre-mates from. Is it within the pool of servers? Like we normally play with like Faralina or whatever our pool of PvPers is, right?
Right. So that's a really good question. You aren't able to wargame against people from other regions. So like I can't wargame a European team right now. But I can wargame against any other server as long as I have their Battle.net as a friend ID right now. So like for example, I'm starting these games using a command and using the group leader's Battle.net ID on each team and sending them essentially a Warsong queue that they all enter battle with, and it's like our own little custom Warsong game.
Oh, this is hella retail command then. Like this is not something native that someone would just accidentally do. You'd have to like think about it through a retail lens.
Yeah, exactly. So I just sent the request. I think we're good to go. Someone came back from AFK.
Hell yeah, brother. Alright, I think my head's done spinning around this bracket now that's reformatted, and I can only see one last match left. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Big PvP Man and Sosa versus Chumchan and Shishu.
You are correct.
Alright. Through process of elimination, I have done it. So we got Big P and Big P and Sosa. Who's Sosa? Who's Sosa in the game? What's his name in game?
His name in game is Sosa. Sosa is a Warlock.
Bro, I don't see Sosa.
The original. You should see him. He's the fifth one on the right side of your screen.
He's on the right side. Okay, with Big P. Oh my gosh. Okay. There I go.
So Sosa actually is he's one of the original rank 14s on. Did he go 14? I think he went 14.
What's his weapon?
I can't expect him.
His weapon's the Spellblade.
Yeah, either way.
No, his weapon's the Spellblade, and they got the Argentine matching.
He was one of the original rankers from like Generation 1 of the High Warlords. Really competent and good Warlock. I think he's in the guild Pain Train, and he's been in a couple of guilds. I know he was in Exploit for a while, and of course his partner, who we both know already, sitting in not one, not two, but it looks like 3 pieces of tier 3 already. Jesus.
Sosa's got tier 3
Loot Council.
Yeah, you see the robes on Sosa. They both got the matching.
You're right, the play cart.
Yeah. 2 rank 14ers with tier 3. Third gear seems pretty good if you ask me.
Well, hold on. Don't give Big PvP Man the satisfaction of calling him rank 14, alright? Always remind him that he only went 13.
He didn't go the distance. He went as far as a hunter should.
Distance, dude. Call him out for it.
Okay, well, tell me about Chumchan and Shishio real quick.
Man.
We'll finish off Big PvP then.
We saw Chumchan and Shishio already, right? Chumchan and Shishio are the Mage and the Rogue that we saw play in the first game. Like I said, Mage Rogue has a lot of CC and a lot of burst damage. Chumchan, of course, rank 14 on 2 characters on Fairbanks. Recently competed in the Warsong League. He's a gamer, and I don't say much about this guy except that he's so fucking good at Rogue. And I've seen him do some cheeky ass shit with what little gear he has sometimes, but he's pretty juiced on this Rogue. So we'll see how it goes. On the flip side, you have Big PvP Man, who we've seen play in the dueling tournaments, currently hiding in a bush. It's a good strategy. And Sosa, who does a lot of damage for a Warlock too. You
think Sosa's also deep Destro?
I know he's not Soul Link, so I'm gonna assume he's Destro. I guess we'll have to wait and see what they use here.
Look at this matching Black Raptors, matching Tabard, same guilds.
holding hands.
Dude, these guys
two
came to slap.
pets.
Yeah.
I mean, the real MVP, and I don't know if you can even see it because it's so stealthed, is Big PvP Cat.
Big PvP cat.
So here we go. The Rain of Fire is out. Big PvP Man is doing exactly what he should probably be doing, and that's dropping a flare way back here out of LOS, or like in wide open space, and sitting here waiting. Shisho, on the other hand, is so thinking about what he's gonna do here, because how is he gonna get a sap off on the flare? He's gonna have to do something cheeky. Chumpchon, of course, if he comes out of LOS here, he's gonna start getting lit. Here comes a volley. Big P's looking for Shishio.
Bro, the paranoia
So
and the
sus.
flare. This mage cannot use this
yeah.
pillar.
They're chilling. Shishio's thinking. You can see him thinking here. He's going in. He sprints. He has the blind off
Blinds.
on Big P. No sap. He's good. He vanishes. Oh, and he goes on the opener right here on Sosa. He pops evasion. He's trying to pop Sosa. There's a big kitty shot, and Chumpchon finally arrives. He's going to polymorph Big PvP Man. He gets Tidal Charm, though. Shishio. Scatter shot on Chumpchon. Shishio gets Death Coil. Big P starts rapid firing Shishio. Chumpchon gets Tidal Charm. PvP trinkets it. Blind Sosa. Chumpchon drops a trap, and Shishio's going for Sosa, and he's dead. And Chumpchon is still full health. Big P's full health, and Shishio's dead too. The polymorph on a Big P right after he bandaged, and here we go. It's 1v1. He's killing the cat. He's killing the fucking cat. I
Cat's
can't
down.
believe it.
Grenade
No.
missed.
Chumpchon going. He's parsing right now. Oh, he gets the frostbite proc on the scatter shot. Here comes the trap. Is he gonna hit the trap? Oh, he missed the trap. He didn't get in the trap. He blinks. He's got Viper Sting on him. Chumpchon's getting low on mana. Big P low on health though. That's not good. He's gonna get the shatter crit, I bet. Oh no, big damn. Oh, and another one. Oh. And he dead zones the hunter and he just crushes it.
Dude, the missed trap was huge.
Huge. And Chumpchon and Shishio take game 1.
Bro, you broke down that 1v, like before it went 1v1, I was just going crazy, dude. The blind opener, they killed the dog, right? They killed the fell hunter, and then they were trying to nuke down. Then the polymorph didn't work out. Big PvP Man breaks open. Oh my gosh.
It was ridiculous, right? That was a game. Big plays by Shishio for sure. I mean, the one thing here is that you gotta remember, Shishio opted to open with blind instead of trying to cheese something over the flare, and that is pretty good. Or Shishio got knocked out by flare and had to blind. Either way, it was quick thinking, quick reactions, and really good for them, and allowed them to get on to Sosa really quickly. Again, abusing the fact that Sosa is not playing Soul Link.
If I would have ever believed that, sprinting into blind, into opening up on that, oh my gosh, what a bold opener.
And I want to say maybe Big P actually was able to chicken. He was able to Skull of Impending Doom, the sheep on him from Chumpchon. Because I didn't see exactly how it broke. It could have gotten Devour Magic. There was a lot of stuff that went on here.
Honestly, that seems like a good counterplay, yeah.
For sure. And
I
we're
saw
starting
Big P
the cooldowns
switching.
here. Chumpchon has just Cold Snap on CD. Shishio is missing Shadow Reflector, he's missing Thistle, he's missing Rentakis, he's missing Prep. He's going though. It's the open field. Chumpchon's gonna hang out here in the back and just wait to see what his rogue can pull out for him. We're gonna follow Shishio here. And again, sitting on the flare, trying to make it difficult for Shishio to get any sort of opener, but you know he's hunting. He's coming for it. And everybody waits for Shishio to make his opening move. I just want to get a quick shout out to Big Merc, by the way, for showing up and filling in for our 5th. We appreciate you, Big Merc.
They're slowly advancing onto Chumpchon. Flare by flare. Leapfrogging.
Hopscotching their way up.
Yo, where's the dog?
Oh.
Paranoia. I
It's in
see
the
the
back.
paranoia. Okay.
Oh, he blinds Big P. He's going towards Sosa right now. Tosses a grenade right onto Sosa, and they're both lining up right now, and he gets trapped! No! But he's
Broke
out.
out coiled. Shisho's taking huge damage.
He popped VroZone and he's chasing down Sosa right now, though. Shisho, I don't know if you can live off this, bud. You got to get some damage onto him. Chomchon going on to Sosa. Sosa eats a big kid shot, and Shisho's going. Shisho gives up. He's out, dude. He's not going for that anymore. He's got Big P and a sheep. He's going for Sosa. Sosa has that spell stone shield up, and he's counterspelled right now. Chomchon eats the grenade. He doesn't get that cost off. He's going for Sosa. Sosa's pretty fucking low. Big P's still in a sheep. If Chomchon... Oh, and he blocks the Shadow Bolt. Oh no, he's gonna get the fear off though. Oh, the fear, fuck. Sosa's low, but Chomchon's in a full fear in the aim shot.
He had a small
and the
window.
Combo, and Big P and Sosa take it. Small window there.
Yeah, a small window to fight with that polymorph up, but Sosa just so tanky. Pretty sure he popped a health stone with that coil. Just so much health regenerate.
That was a pretty big one. Yeah, he popped something. I mean, he had amplified curse there too, so he's definitely not conflag, which is a good thing to know here.
It's
You know,
1-1.
See anything else? It's 1-1. We go back to the pillar.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't know. These guys are all gamers, and a reminder is whoever wins this one goes to the finals. We've seen some really, really good plays by everybody in this game so far. But I think what's going to come down to on this one is trinket usage. You know, who's got what trinket. Sosa just makes another health stone, so you're right, he definitely health stoned out of that opener. Following Big Merc around. He's looking kitted.
You know, casual Claw of Chromagus.
Just a casual Claw of Chromag. So Shishio, he's got a lot of cooldowns back now. He didn't have a lot of cooldowns before, excuse me.
He's got rocket boots on.
Chomchon coming in. Chomchon does not have MQG, he does not have Ice Block, and he does not have Cold Snap.
It's a lot of CDs not to have. It's not looking good. Ice Block and Cold Snap down. This is not looking good.
Yeah, but on the flip side, he didn't really need it when during their first duel over here, so we'll see how it goes. I imagine we'll see the Big P and Sosa starting on the flares again.
This blind and vanish cooldown need to go down right away. No prep. No
I mean,
prep.
realistically, it's less than 30 seconds. Shishio's probably going to stealth, and he's going to, like, by the time he gets over to Big P and Sosa, they'll both be back up.
He'll be fine.
He's not going to have prep, though.
These guys, clean slates. All CDs. Horde versus Alliance, semifinals.
And here we go, we're waiting for the Rain of Fire. Chomchon ready, Shishio ready. See Big P, he's standing over here hanging out on his Raptor with Sosa.
Fire.
There's the Rain of Fire. And they're gonna take a lot more aggressive position this time, rather than being way far in the back, being Big P and Sosa. Let's follow Shishio, see what Shishio's gonna do with this, as he's gonna determine when this fight starts.
The separation is such an interesting technique to make that blind less effective.
100%.
He's in between them.
In. Big P
Rocket
chickens!
boots.
Oh no! He catches Shishio out! Shishio's got a chicken on himself! Big P's just parsing, pops rapid fire, throws a grenade, it whiffs, Shishio vanishes, he's still chickening, and it's a bad roll on chicken too, so much damage. Chomchon's sitting in a spell lock right now. He's gotta just AFK out because that's all he's got. And it looks like Big P and Sosa take it.
That guy disappeared so fast.
He said, "Ah, man, I ain't doing this." But
Who was the
that's
guy
it,
that was playing
GG's.
Han the last tournament?
Oh, Shishio. Shishio's a huge Han gamer. Yeah, he's a pretty good Han player too. But GG's Chomchon and Shishio. Love seeing you guys compete every time. Great gamers.
Reverse 2-0.
Big P and Sosa. Reverse 2-0. I mean, 2-1 reverse. They just took him back the reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And I think we're probably gonna have to AFK out of this one because it's gonna end soon. And we have our next matchup coming up.
The finals.
The finals? Who is it? Kepto, Maidencini, Big PvP Man, and Sosa?
Honestly, are you surprised though? You read these names.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I know everybody else, but like, Big PvP Man has won 2 dueling tournaments. Kepto's won a 3rd one. Maidencini's been a competitor at the top level for those ones both times. And then also just knowing Sosa, even though we haven't seen him compete in these dueling tournaments, he does a lot of damage. He's a good Warlock player in general. So I think we're going to see a pretty good matchup here between these 4.
This has been a great tournament. Really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this 2s has been really cool. I wish more people were just down to compete, because this is a fun one to commentate and a fun one to watch. We could have a really big tournament here.
You're helping me understand the dynamics, and I'm starting to remember a little bit of my arena stuff. And just with this camera, I feel like I feel more powerful than in the 1v1 camera, you know? Like when we were watching the dual tournaments, it felt a little stale, but with this, I see so much. And the terrain, the difference in terrain just adds another whole level.
Once you're able to get this camera, because I know the camera takes a lot of work for this commentator, but once you get it down, it's so much better. It's so good.
I'm just swimming in the sky, bro.
Alright, we sent the wargame request, and here we come with our finals. Big PvP Man and Sosa.
These queue times are the best, bro.
Against Maidencini and Kepto. Pain Train versus Guidance. 3 Gen 1 rankers on Fairbanks Horde.
Pain Train versus Guidance?
Pain Train versus Guidance. And again, Big P, Sosa, Maidencini, all ranked at the same time as soon as Honor came out. These guys are no strangers to each other.
Oh, geez.
Kepto, on the other hand, didn't rank with them, but again, he's played a lot of games with these guys too. They definitely all know each other, so it should be a fun game with some pretty good gamers. And I'm looking at Big P. It looks like he's actually wearing 5-piece tier 3. Is he really that kitted already? Sheesh.
Corruption. This is only the tier 3 he's showing you, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other parts. Nah, dude deserves it. He's a really good hunter. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the guild Pain Train overall. I think they were the first Horde guild on Fairbanks to kill Kel'Thuzad, and I believe they've killed him twice so far too. So shout out PT, you guys are crushing it.
Pain Train's crushing it for us, yeah. Horde side represent. Great alliance representation though. Just want to shout that out real quick.
So on the other side here we have Maidencini and Kepto. Kepto, again, like we talked about, should be Conflag spec, and is Conflag spec, I bet. Chini is probably his NS Enhancement Shaman spec. I think the one thing that we saw last game with Kepto and Maidencini is Chini was able to just stick on, was it Litman?
Yeah.
And
the Shaman, yep.
Whack on him. Yeah, and just whack on him, drop a curse on him, and just sit there and just beat on him. So he's probably going to be able to try to look to do that right now in this game, but it's going to be a little bit tougher because Big PvP Man's going to have that trap. You're going to have Sosa playing Amplify Curse here, so he might even have Curse of Exhaustion to be able to slow the shit out of Chini. He might get kited here. But if you're
That's what
busy
it sounds
kiting
like.
Genie, yeah, like he just might be a Torn walking around. We'll kind of see how it goes. On the flip side, though, if you kite Genie and put all your focus into doing that, Kepto is going to be able to free cast, and a free casting Destruction Warlock is... That's not good, man. That's not good for you. That's going to be big crits and big hits.
2 Warlocks made it to the end.
Alright, bro, you've seen them all play now. Who do you think?
Oh my god. Okay, so I've never seen this matchup. Warlock Mirror with Shaman versus Hunter. Just from utility alone, it sounds like the Shaman would be a little bit better, but you pointed out the kiting. The Rain of Fire is on. I don't know, man. This pillar.
Let's see how it goes. I don't know either. Kepto, who's going to get this one? We also have 3 ranged people, so this pillar's going to play pretty big.
Huge scatter shot.
Totem down by Genie.
Netted.
Oh no, Kepto's in a mortar. And well, he gets the War Stomp off on Sosa. Kepto's slowed. They get the curse on Sosa. Kepto's entangled. A big mortar by Genie. And Kepto's on the other side right now. But Genie's sticking on Sosa. Sosa's down to 27%. He bros shell and he uses what is that, a health stone there? Trying to get the fear off. Kepto's getting low. Kepto's getting
Kepto got healed.
Kepto sacks. He fears big PvP man. Sosa's getting low too.
Sosa's gonna go down.
Oh, Sosa's done. Here we go. Big P. He's gonna scatter Genie. He's gonna go for the kill on Kepto here. Genie's sitting on big PvP man. Genie looks like he heals Kepto there. Oh, Kepto's dangerously low. Big PvP man and feign death. Maiden Genie's casting out lesser healing waves. And the Searing Pain spam to finish him off. Kepto and Maiden Genie take game 1. Huge. And the BM cannibalize. You hate to see your friends eat your friends.
Talk to me about Sosa. What happened there with Sosa?
So, I think Genie got a big Wind Fury crit on Sosa, honestly. Or maybe not necessarily crit, but a big Wind Fury in general. He was just able to stick on Sosa like we thought he was going to try to. Meanwhile, Big PvP Man was sitting on Kepto. I thought maybe Big P would focus on trying to peel Genie off of Sosa, but instead he went for the kill on Kepto, and it kind of cost him a little bit.
They did it. They had this weird kiting too, and it looked like they were kiting Kepto really well, and it didn't seem like they had enough burst damage. I think Sosa just kept ticking down.
Had him.
There was a point where they almost had him, and then it looked like I think China either healed Kepto or a health stone or multiple sources of healing.
Yeah, I mean, Kepto for sure had Death Coil that he used. He probably had a health stone he might have used. Genie was definitely casting some off heals there. He had NS'd. I think he NS'd heal on
He might have NS'd him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, talk to me about the burst damage of Hunter. It's not as insane as other burst classes, right?
Oh, okay. So the one thing to know here is the Hunters have their Rentaki's Trinket, the one from CG that PvP men used, and it instantly clears the cooldown of aim shot, multi-shot, volley, and arcane shot. So what Hunters will do is they'll tee up an aim shot and then cast a multi-shotter afterwards, pop that trinket, and then be able to cast another multi-shot and just get 3 potentially large hitting spells off in quick succession, and it's a lot of damage. So he's not going to have it this match. We'll see how it goes here in the open field for Maiden Genie against this ranged team. Kepto dismounts early. He's trying to get, trying to stay back, but Genie's just charging in. Genie is now getting slowed. He's getting damage out on him. Genie pops a Burrower Shell. He goes for the Frost Shock. Big PvP man, though, uses his Shadow Ward, or excuse me, Shadow Reflector, and Tidal Charms Kepto uses a Spell Shield. He Death Coils Big P. Big P's out of it. Oh,
double Death Coil.
Kepto silenced though. Maiden Genie 50, Big P 50, Kepto 60, and Sosa's full. Oh, and Sosa gets a big hit on Kepto. He's casting Shadow Bolts in the back and nobody's touching him. He's free damage. He's just lighting up everybody. He's doing so much. And it's over.
I can't believe they just let him alone. Sosa just burned through Kepto.
Yeah, he just sat back there and cast his Shadow Bolts. I think he got 2 Shadow Bolts off that time, and here's the BM2 to eat. He's cannibalizing. There's no lost love here. Holy shit, bro.
Now, what I saw there was Death Coil's particularly just pushing people out away from Sosa. That was kind of fortunate. And then the fight kind of just stayed on this outside of the bush, and Sosa just kept just nuking down.
100%. He just sat there, and I think either ADD, Cheney might have saw a butterfly, or maybe they decided to switch to Big P because they thought he'd be an easier kill target, but letting any caster like that free cast, especially Warlocks, you know, Ellie Shaman, same idea, it's never good for you. They're just going to sit there and, you know, like I said, parse. You know, he's just PvEing at that point. He's just killing patchwork. He's just down in KT like Pain Train's already done. What's the difference here?
Now, there's not a lot of offensive control when it comes to Maiden Cheney's side, right? You got the Death Coil and Fear, otherwise it's just War Stomp and it's over.
Technically, yeah. That is a pretty good way to put it. They might have net here if they both have net. You saw Goblin Mortar come out in the first duel, and that's another stun for them. I think the big one though is that what do you need to control? You would control somebody to try to reduce the damage on yourself, but like it's not like you're controlling healer to stop a heal or trying to you know, get a melee off of you. You should really just try to play the LOS game, I think, against Sosa and Big P here. And Big P and Sosa should also do the same thing. But again, if Sosa or Kepto gets in a position where they're free casting, lights out.
Round 1 here went to Cheney and Kepto. It was a very close match.
Yeah. Do we have all cooldowns back up too?
It looks like
Maybe
it.
no shadow reflectors.
I see clear. Okay, Shadow Reflector and Big P's down.
Okay.
So do you think this match will go the same as round 1?
I don't know, but this is it. The finals, man.
Round 3 of the finals.
3. Maiden, Cheney, and Kepto from Guidance, Big PvP Man and Sosa from Pain Train, and when Cruci's ready, we'll see it start. I'm anxious, bro. I can't wait.
My heart is like pounding so fast right now. Like, what is about to happen? I have no idea. Like, the first round you asked me what's gonna happen, I'm like, they're gonna LOS?
Oh.
It's happening.
Here we go. They all get to the pillar. I'm following Kepto on this one now.
Ring around the rosy. Maiden Cheney.
Cheney drops a grounding. Cheney eats the scatter shot. Cheney's in a trap. Kepto goes for the nade. But how is he going to get Cheney out? Cheney's down for 5 seconds. Kepto's got to LOS this. Don't eat that, Kepto, no! Oh, he's down to 60% already. Kepto pops his Spellstone. He puts a Curse of Tongues on Sosa. Sosa throws a Death Coil on Kepto. Oh, Kepto's LOS out of hell. And Cheney's just chasing him. They're running around the pillar, but what can Cheney do? Pray to Wind Fury Gods. Barrier Shell comes up. Aim shot teed up by Big PvP Man. Oh, there's the multi-shot too. Cheney NS heals himself. He's still sitting on Sosa. He pops a Frost Reflector.
There's just not enough damage for Cheney, man.
Oh, he's trying.
The LOS was devastating. Getting Maiden Cheney by himself in the Frost Trap, devastating.
Yeah. And the other one too is that Cheney must have had a better trinket than Frost Reflector there. I'm not sure what that was, but the
Can you Frost Reflector the trap?
He could have tried to, yeah. Big shout out, Big PvP Man and Sosa, winners of the 2v2 Fairbanks tournament.
Has Big PvP Man ever lost a tournament? Is Kepto always second to him?
Well, one of these days he's gonna come and gun for first again, but it's not today, bro.
I'm just so shocked. It was so different from round 1. They just completely understood the rotation around the hut, found him alone, froze him, and then they rang around the rosy the other direction to kill Kepto.
100%. Yeah, they just got Kepto on the other side of Maiden Cheney from the hut, and Cheney wasn't able to heal him. Kepto was just left alone, and that's it, man. That's the game.
That's the game.
It was honestly really sick. This is a good one.
Well, congratulations to Big P and Sosa. You know, we haven't seen too much of Sosa in the dual tournaments, have we?
No, but hopefully this will convince him that he wants to play dual tournaments now.
I mean,
either way, this dude's a gamer. Definitely watch out for it.
Pat on Pat, yeah. Look at this matching photo. Well, shoutouts to Blazen and Crucifier for organizing and setting this up. Congratulations to Big P and Sosa. Sconce, your commentary, A1. Me, just mouth open, just gaping at the fight.
It's a lot harder to keep up with more than one person for sure. But I was doing my best to let everybody know what was going on. Congratulations, Big P and Sosa. Chini and Kepto. Congratulations to everybody, but again, y'all killed it. GG's, bro.